Hey, you guys, this is Katie Bonilla, founder of HikeRx and I'm Hiking for campaign. I'm here in my beautiful backyard on this wonderful summer day to talk to you about both those things and what they are. Yesterday, we launched the I'm Hiking For campaign, and I have received so much just support, but also a lot of questions. And so I want to thank everyone who has already donated and purchased their shirt, and for everyone who's asking me questions, because it helps me fill in the blanks for people that don't know what's going on. Um, so if you have never heard of HikeRx, HikeRx is a DMV based hiking club. It's a free hiking club that I founded because essentially people kept asking me where I was hiking and if they could come with me. And I figured, hey, if I'm already going to be doing all this and getting out there anyway, might as well invite people. So a couple years ago, I put together HikeRx as the hiking club, made a Facebook group and an email list and said, hey, if you want to come out, send me your email. I'll send you the information and you can meet me out there, go on your own, whatever. And so that's what it is. It's pretty informal. There's no cost. There's no membership fees. You don't have to pay to join the hikes. If you want to carpool, you got to throw in some gas money and buy your own dinner. But there's no cost to be in the club. It's really just to help introduce people to the outdoors. A lot of people I found really thought the places that I were going were beautiful and amazing, but they'd never been hiking. They were scared of bugs. They didn't know anything about how to navigate a trail or maps. And so they really were looking for someone to lead them. And I said, hey, I'm going, I'll take you with me. So that's what HikeRx is. If you're interested in joining, all you got to do is drop your email. Our email address is down there in the description, and you can find the group on Facebook. It's HikeRx:MD for Maryland. Just search it, request to join, and we'll add you in there, and you can get all the information for our local area hikes. We're also always looking for ambassadors. So if you're in another state and you're interested in sort of organizing your own club out there, just get in contact with us and we'll talk to you about how to do that and give you the support you need to start running that. And we would love to just, grow and welcome everybody. A lot of people ask me about the title, HikeRx. How did you come up with that? And to be honest, I work in healthcare, so I was sort of like leaning towards, I guess, prescription. I don't know. It just kind of came into my mind. But for me personally, hiking has always really been sort of like a healing thing. I remember being really little and like having fights with my parents or, whatever, being upset as a teenager and just running outside. I had a place in the woods where I played and I would sit on my little tree stump in my fort. And, when you're upset, when you're going through stuff, when you need to be alone, getting outside is a great way to go somewhere, to think, to be, to walk it off. And often I felt that nature was just a huge comfort to me. You see, flowers and trees and sunshine and there's just so much beauty out there. It's hard to stay upset. And so it helps you work through things and feel better. Gives you that time alone to really process your emotions, whatever they are. And then also, it's so big. Nature is just so vast and amazing that sometimes during the worst parts of my life, I found that being outside really just made me see that there's more to life than just whatever I'm going through, and that life is beautiful and wonderful, and it would just help lift my spirits and get me out of some dark places. So that kind of leads into the I'm Hiking For initiative. A lot of people now are saying, okay, that's cool, you have a hiking club and whatever, but what is I'm Hiking For? Why do you need a hashtag? So if you've read about it, if you've seen online, I suffered a major loss in 2015. My best friend, my older brother, passed away. He died of a heroin overdose, and he had been struggling with addiction for a long time. And so after that, for me personally, hiking really was a way to help me work through that. It really helped me, like I said, for all the reasons I just explained, thinking, processing, seeing past just what's right in front of me. Hiking was just tremendously valuable. And a lot of people would ask me in recent years, why are you hiking? Why are you always getting outside? And for me, it was to think about Mark, to miss Mark, to take time out of my week, my day, to think about that, because when you lose someone that's really important to you, it's really important that you don't forget them and that you let yourself feel how you need to feel about it. And so for me, for a while, hiking has been about Mark and for Mark and for myself to get through that and to find strength and to heal and just to think about it and remember him and all those things. So I started through HikeRx and through being outdoors, through, being in Facebook groups and being in this community of wonderful people that are hikers and outdoorsmen, realizing that everybody's got a story, everybody's got something going on. I'm not the only one who suffered loss, obviously. I'm not the only one who used hiking to get fit. There's people out there that have lost hundreds of pounds using hiking as their physical activity because they don't like the gym. There are people who have lost their children that are facing and fighting cancer. Addiction, everything, anything that you can think of. There's a hiker out there with a story, and it's inspirational to see how they've used getting outside and being in nature and hiking and being proactive to get through that, or to work through that and to overcome some of life's hardest things: abusive relationships, divorce. People lose their job and they go hike the Appalachian Trail and they refine themselves and come back better. I mean, there's so many stories and I want to know them all, right? So I started the I'm Hiking For campaign because I want to hear those stories. I want you to share your story. A lot of people have heard about my brother, about his life, about my life, and what I've done since then, and have been really inspired, and they've started hiking because they heard that story. And so I would like to give you the opportunity to tell your story, tell people why you wander. And so we have kicked off this campaign this year. We are partnered with Nathan's Ridge, which is a sober living facility based out of Damascus, Maryland. You can find information for them below. So if you or someone you know is struggling from addiction and you need help, contact them, get some information. You can work with them or they can refer you somewhere. But they are a great resource, and we are so happy to be partnered with them this year. I love the team there. But so we are kicking off this campaign benefiting them. And what you do is you go online, you're going to purchase a t-shirt. It's only $20, which is not bad. Come on, you guys. And money is going to go to pay for the t-shirts. And then the rest of it goes to Nathan's Ridge. And we are trying to help them cover their overhead costs. And this is a great way for us to do that. And so you can go, you're going to purchase your shirt, you're going to get your shirt in September, which just happens to be Addiction Awareness Month and prime hiking season pretty much everywhere. So you're going to get your shirt, and in the line there, you're going to see it says I'm hiking for with the hashtag, and then there's a line. And what we want you to do is we want you to take a marker or some paint or whatever, get really creative with it. And we want you to write your reason for hiking. So for me, for this event, it's going to say I'm hiking for Mark because I will be hiking for my brother. I'm trying to shine a light on addiction and recovery resources for people. So this one I'm going to dedicate to Mark. You don't have to dedicate it to your dead brother who died of heroin. You could dedicate it to freedom, to peace, to breast cancer, to ALS, to your mom, to your kids, to whatever is important to you, to whatever your story is. We want to hear that, and we want to give you a way to share that. And so we hope that you would join us in this wonderful initiative that we have going on. Like I said, everything's going to benefit Nathan Ridge this time, but in the future, we might be working with other organizations, and we would love to hear from you if you have an issue or a company, charity that you would like to highlight. We're happy to look into that and to do a campaign in the future for them. So get your shirt, go online, get your shirt. When you get your shirt, write in there and take a walk. You can take a walk around your neighborhood. You can go climb a mountain. You can go on a long trail. You can do a through hike, whatever you want to do. Go get outside and take a hike and dedicate it to whatever your cause is. And that money, that hike that helps, the hike that counts, is going to benefit Nathan's Ridge for this time. So stay tuned for more information. Like I said, we are really excited about this, and we're just getting into it. This is our first sort of go at it, and we are really excited to see how this pans out. If you would like to tell your story, so if you have an awesome story, or just a regular story, doesn't even have to be awesome, but if you have a story and you want to tell it to us, please email us. Our email, again, is down there in the description. Email us and let us know what your story is. You could be the next YouTube video. You could be the next face of this campaign, and you could change somebody's life with what you've been through and why you're hiking. Thank you all so much for your support. If you have any other questions, please let me know. Go ahead and grab your t-shirt, and we are just looking forward to how this pans out. Thank you.